for all Hispanics, Latinos, and Mexicans that voted for Donald J. Trump, this message is for you. I'm so proud and honored that we made our voices heard. That no matter how many insults the Democratic Party threw at us, or how many Hollywood stars they threw at us, or how many fake promises they threw at us, the Hispanic, Latinos, and Mexicans voted for life, defending the unborn, voted for Christian principles. We never denied God like Judas. We stood by him. We voted with a Christian conscience and said yes to life, yes to Christian principles, yes to children of God and their innocence. And blessed are the peacemakers, that we voted for peace and not war. So for now on, we will live with that God saw our vote. God bless the United States of America and everyone that voted for Trump.
Hello guys, and welcome to the J Report. In today's video, we're going to talk about how MAGA Latinos voted for Trump, and now that the deportations have started, are looking around looking for help from the black people. However, their own kings, that is the Democrat Latinos, are telling them to leave black folks out of it. If this is the kind of content that you enjoy, please consider subscribing, liking and sharing so that YouTube may recommend it to a wider audience. And now, without further ado guys, let's go straight into this video. But first, let's play a few clips on this matter and I'll come back with my commentary.
Hi, my name is Leandro. You guys might know me by this video. And I just want to say something to the Latino population who keeps coming to TikTok and saying, calling out Americans, and specifically Black Americans, and being like, why aren't you guys standing up for us? We did it in Black Lives Movement. As an Afro-Latino, myself, we have to hold accountability for our actions. 60% of our people voted for that guy, voted for these deportations. Many of your family members voted for this guy, even though they knew you were maybe LGBTQ, maybe you were trans, maybe you had HIV, maybe you depended on scholarships because now he wants to get rid of the border education, went to public school, right, were undocumented, right? All of these reasons, knowing this guy is literally the representation of white supremacy. The KKK supported this guy. He released the Project 2025 a whole year before the election. And we sat down, we told you what was gonna happen, and you still chose this guy. Okay? Just because he has conservative beliefs, the ones that your grandma and your parents were taught in Latin America, how did that work out for us? How much family trauma do we have for these conservative beliefs in South America and Latin America? A lot, right? A lot. So anytime we speak about liberalism, everybody should have access to healthcare. Everybody, should not be able to be discriminated against based on the color of his skin or his race, even if they have the same qualifications as their white counterpart. Like, is that so wrong? Is that so wrong? I don't think so. But going back to the main topic of Latinos asking Black Americans to stand up for them and help them, and Black Americans are like, you chose that, that is your battle. I approve that message. I approve it. I know I might get flagged for saying this, but it's true. As Latinos, we need to take accountability for our actions. And yes, not all of us voted for that guy, but we need to address the ones that did, call them out, and correct and revalue ourselves. Because just because you do not agree with, reproductive rights or the LGBTQ community, which Kamala Harris did, right? Maybe because you don't agree with that, doesn't mean that this other guy does. right? Doesn't mean that he's a better option for you, because remember, you're still a person of color. And I know a lot of you light-skinned Latinos or white Latinos who, you know, honestly, you're not white American passing. And even if you are and you have an accent like mine, as soon as you open that mouth, you're done. You're done. So I just want to let you guys know that we need to do something. And there's no one else to blame than us.
So we have a discourse going on between, I think, majority like Mexicans and the Black community. And I just have to say to my Mexican people who are asking why the Black people are not like protesting with us or whatever. Why? Why would they? 92% of their women voted for Kamala. 80% of their community of men voted for Kamala. 60% of Latinos voted for Kamala. And I believe the majority were women and the majority were Mexican. But that number is crazy, considering that Hispanics and Latinos are becoming the fastest growing minority. Like, we are going to be the majority soon. And it's crazy for me to think that number was so fucking low. And now you're asking where the Black community is when they're the ones who tried to avoid this. Hello? They tried to avoid this. We all tried to tell you guys. Even within my own community, I'm talking to you guys because I did the work. And I know other Latinas who did the work. We were on calls every fucking week. We were writing postcards. We were making phone calls. And you guys were probably nowhere in sight, my Latino community. And now you're begging the Black community to come help us, to come save us. No! I think it's time we learn to save ourselves. And let the Black community rest. Because my God, have they not done enough fucking work. So, yeah. Where were we during the George Floyd protests? Or the Breonna Taylor, Sandra Bland? When their community was getting killed, where the fuck were we? Because I do not remember seeing any Latin people out there. Now, maybe there was one or two of y'all. I don't remember seeing any Mexicans out there. So why should they put their time, their energy, all of this into helping a group of people who didn't give a shit about them when they needed our help? Think about that. Also, where the hell are all your Latinos for Trump at? Because I see a lot of you guys crying on here that you regret your decision. He lied to us. He used us. Where the fuck are you? Are you out there protesting? Because you motherfuckers are really the ones who need to be out there. You guys. And all your fucking regrets for voting for him with your dumbasses. So before you guys start wondering where the Black people are, wonder where the fucking Latinos for Trump are. Where the fuck are they? That should be the question we're asking.
So let's rewind a bit. In the last election, Trump got a big chunk of the Latino vote. Now, for a lot of us, that was confusing because Trump has never been quiet about his immigration stance. He built his whole campaign on build that wall and we're deporting millions. But still, some Latinos were like, yeah, but the economy, or yeah, but I'm not illegal, so I don't care. Meanwhile, Democrat Latinos were over here saying, you're tripping. You really think Trump won't turn on you? Just wait. But did MAGA Latino listen? Nope. They were busy waving Trump flags and calling people sheeps for not supporting him. And now, well, Trump did exactly what he said he would do. Deportations are happening left and right. ICE is showing up at homes, jobs, and even schools. Families are being separated. It's heartbreaking, but also Predictable. And now some of these same MAGA Latinos are online saying we need to stand together as minorities. Black people, help us protest. And that's where things just don't add up. Their own kinfolk are calling them out saying they need to do better. They need to help themselves and keep that same energy they had when they were rocking the MAGA hat. And honestly, a lot of black folks feel the same way. And listen, I get it. Black folks have been fighting against Trump and his policies for years. They've been standing up against racism, against deportations, against injustice. Meanwhile, some MAGA Latinos were out here calling them lazy or saying Trump is good for America. But now you need help. Here's the thing. The black community has been fighting their own battles forever. Police brutality, voter suppression, racism in the workplace, you name it. And when they fight, they don't just fight for themselves. They fight for everybody. They show up for immigrants, for women, for LGBTQ folks. They've been fighting. But when they needed support, where were these MAGA Latinos? A lot of them were silent. And now, after voting for Trump, they're expecting black folks to come to the rescue. That's why you're seeing this pushback. It's not about being heartless. It's about accountability. And listen, at the end of the day, this isn't just about MAGA Latinos. This is about learning a lesson. If you vote for someone, you gotta own what comes with it. You can't pick and choose. You can't cheer for the policies when they hurt other people, then cry when they come for you. And let's be real. Trump never hid his plans. He told you all what he was going to do, and now that is happening, it's too late to act surprised.
You don't see American flags in those crowds. Maybe you have one American flag for every 50 foreign flags, which could be Mexico, El Salvador, Honduras, Venezuela. You see all kind of flags, but the main flag that they should be using is the American flag. And before you go on to start calling me a sellout and say you don't know what you're talking about, listen for a second. You're trying to get the empathy of Americans. And when I say that, I mean citizens. And I'm not talking about citizens that have to be white, black, brown. I'm just talking about citizens. There's many citizens in this country that do wave that American flag. They are proud of the American flag. And when they see nothing but foreign flags being waved at the protests, the first thing they think is, but then you're not American. Why don't you go back to Mexico? Why don't you go back to Honduras? Why don't you go back to wherever you came from? And you can see on every single one of these news reports, whether it's Channel 5, Channel 7, anything in Chicago, go to the comments section. And that's exactly what you're going to see.
So what do you all think? Should black people step in and help? Or is this you made your own bed, now you lay in it situation? Do you feel bad for MAGA Latinos now? Or do you think this is a lesson they needed to learn? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. I also have a playlist on different demographics who are regretting their vote. So if you enjoy such kind of content, please click up here and watch. Also, consider subscribing, liking and sharing because it helps me grow my channel. Otherwise, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. And until the next time, the Joy Report out.